and look how he compares to Scottie Pippen, the best all-round player in the game. They're the only two in the league averaging 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists a game. This should really be fun watching these two point forwards go at it today. The Bulls, of course, it's important for them. There's always that talk of the 70-win thing. I think they're more concerned that the Orlando Magic are behind them, even though the Magic have had some problems on the road. They know they're there. They know they're going to be a strong foe down the road.
On Thursday. And here's Harper for 3. Ron Harper with 10 straight wins. Michael Jordan on his first field goal attempt. Came over to help, kept alive by Longley. Here's Jordan.
But by too many people, and then the ball loose to Longley, who found Michael Jordan. And
the last couple of days I've been hanging around with Michael Jordan, and he is as comfortable and relaxed both on and off the court as he's been in 4 or 5 years, which is evident in his play. Now, I asked him about this rivalry with Detroit, and he said, yes, he does remember the days when they used to beat him up here. But then he went on to quote his father and said that, you know, the sun shines on both sides of the street. And obviously, it's big, bright, and sunny on Chicago's side now. Marv?
Artemon, yes it is, with that best record in the NBA at 33-3, and that represents the best record in Chicago Bulls franchise history after 36 games. But it's true, Matt, Michael seeming so relaxed. Interesting that he has been emphasizing that he feels that Scottie Pippen right now is the best overall player in the NBA.
And because Scottie's doing so much of the work, it enables Lindsey Hunter shooting 41% from beyond the arc, better than he is inside.
And Harper with the bucket and drew the foul. So the Bulls beat the Pistons down court on the transition.
And that's the
half remaining in the first quarter.
A nice defense by Don Reed on the screen roll. He strung it out very nicely to make the Bulls have to settle for that kind of shot. But Michael has been back, and that's why he walked.
And now Pippen with the jump shot. Well, the Chicago Bulls with a record of 33-3, best record in the league as they gun for a record 70. Now, how good is this team? We asked that of Coach Phil Jackson.
They seem to play beyond the level of what the duress of the season is, and find a level in each and every game in which they just bring a chance to win every game. Even in the games that we've lost, the 3 games we've lost, have been a chance to win at the end of each game. We have an opportunity even to be whatever, at this level of this season with the opportunities that we've had in each and every game we've played.
Pippen helped the coaching situation with the rest of the club.
And Scottie Pippen buries the three-pointer. He now has 7. 4 minutes to go in this first half. Jordan for 3. For the most part of this first half, it has been a jump shooting festival. Pippen up front, Jordan and Kerr at the guards. Here is Jordan using the pick. So Michael with 13 and
defense.
Longley for Rodman, fouled by Houston.
And Dennis Rodman very upset with Allen Houston there. He thought that Houston tried to whack him across the face, which he did, to stop that layup.
At this point, it has certainly worked out extremely well for Dennis Rodman with the Bulls in Chicago. We asked the difference that he has found between playing for San Antonio and Chicago.
In San Antonio, the situation wasn't, right for the Spurs. And in Chicago, you got a big attraction with Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan. And what I do is totally, just minimal. So it hasn't been any different than last year. It's just that Bob here and Popovich made a big deal out of that Dennis Rodman is like the outcast. He's doing this, doing that. But when I do something in the game in Chicago, Phil just sits over there and laughs because he knows that it's just nothing but a little show.
Marv, so nice of you to lend Dennis your hat for that interview. The platinum blonde was messing with the lights.
With 2 minutes remaining in the first half, Walters with a strong move set up by Rodman.
Beautiful.
It's the most fun he's had since his glory days here with the Pistons. Jordan, yes, and the foul.
I'm on the perimeter here, eyeing Joe Dumars as if he was going to drive to the basket, and you still always have to respect the drive of Michael and make him beat you from the outside. But this is why playing 38 minutes a game is much easier for Michael Jordan right now. Just taking a lot of jump shots.
And here's Jordan. He was met by West, was upset, felt he was taken down.
But here, Mark West trying to take the charge, but he leaned in, and by leaning in through that hip into Michael's hip. But I think the Bulls are sensing that the Pistons are trying to get a little bit too aggressive. We saw earlier Allen Houston take a whack, a hard one, at Dennis Rodman. And you don't think of Allen Houston as a physical player. In fact, the knock on him early was that he was soft, but he's becoming tougher and tougher. But that's not what's going on in the league right now. People aren't taking those cheap shots as they used to maybe 3-4 years ago.
Jordan, yes.
By the best in the business, Dennis Rodman.
That's a three from Jordan. Michael Jordan from downtown.
When they're there, drive it to the goal if they get up into you.
Pippen, and that's a three-pointer. That's his fourth field goal. He's 4 of 5, he's 8 points. And another three.
Oh, they taste it, they feel it, they smell it. They want to put it in right here. They'd like to be able to get up into Michael Jordan and challenge that shot. But Allen Houston with his hands all the way down, he's got to get up closer than that. Here, Grant Hill with his hands down. Just looking at Pippen, respecting the drive, and then not even getting them up on the attempted shot.
It looked like something was seriously wrong with him, but he said that he just got the wind knocked out of him. He took an inadvertent elbow to the chest, got the wind knocked out of him, and he's fine. Marv?
Remaining in the third quarter, and the Bulls lead 63-45. Scottie Pippen obviously is all right on the road. Pippen for three. Scottie Pippen is 4 of 6.
And create open seams and open spaces. A little rub pick that time by Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman just ran right through Grant Hill.
Jumpers in the NBA. Harper for three. The Bulls on fire.
I think the veteran. Of course I should get the call. I'm the veteran.
Again, the three-pointer from Michael Jordan. He has 23rd, Michael Jordan. Continuing the three-point onslaught by the Bulls. They've hit their last 6 of Auburn Hills. Here's Scottie Pippen. And the Bulls now lead by 18. This is a busy week. Third quarter. Curve from Kukoc. Down to 2 4/10 seconds. Hunter hesitated. Doug Collins said, hey, go that way. So after 3, it's the Chicago Bulls 85 and the Detroit Pistons 65. Scottie Pippen with 20 points, 13 of the 20 here in the third. As well as they have played, and Michael made the point as we were talking about this earlier, Scottie Pippen with 22 points. They have not won the championship. And Kukoc fires another three for the Bulls. They are 12 for 18. Good defensive work again by the Pistons. Jordan, oh, beautiful turnaround by Michael Jordan.
You know, you say
minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. The Bulls with a 94-76 lead as you see Michael Jordan hit on the shot clock at 4. Down to 2. Kukoc. Tony Kukoc to the 3.
he has to do too much, and it's not going to work.
Yes, and it counts. Jordan doing it to Grant Hill.
Here's that post up again, this time backing in a little bit, but you still see the fadeaway, and it makes sense against a good defensive player like Grant Hill. He hasn't been complaining about being the 6th man this year. You can't when you're 33-3.
Another three-pointer. Steve Kerr makes it 14 of 22 with a 111-96 win over the Pistons in the first of 4 meetings this season. between the Chicago Bulls and the Detroit Pistons. The Bulls shooting 53% from the field, and they were 14 of 22 from downtown. Guys were on fire from downtown. It was an extraordinary shooting exhibition. In fact, I had the feeling that both teams were laughing about it in the fourth quarter. You couldn't miss from three-point range.
Well, we normally come out in the third quarter. We try to get ourselves going, and that's a big quarter for us to really try to shift the momentum and start the second half and have the momentum on our side. And I came out the second half. I wanted to get some shots up and get us going, and I was able to do it.
All right, Scottie Pippen with an outstanding game. Michael Jordan leading the way. The Chicago Bulls make it 11 straight. They are 34-3 on the season. Now